27th of February, and we're heading out to work. The babe and I.
Oh, the road.
He has recently installed these Recaro seats, and they're way more comfortable than the ones that were in there before. I'm just really low, dropping low, riding low to work. You know what? I've decided to try a different makeup today, and this one is the Fit Me by Maybelline, and I must say that it is fantastic. It's full coverage, and I've tried my new palette that I purchased at All Dolled Up by Missy Lynn. So this is the look today, and I'm wearing antique velvet MAC on my lips. Yeah, a little Weave Darling action. So we're heading to the bank. I'm going to see if I can, I won't say, but it's very late. I'm not supposed to be working on Mondays, but I find myself still going to work on Mondays. I really need to stop. I need to get my life. And I've started getting corn on my fingers from all this work. Let me see if I can show you. See that? Yeah. So I'm going to have to slow down whether or not I want to. Just because I don't want to be rubbing my husband's body with some crusty fingers. Unattractive. Alright, so checking back in a few. We're just coming from the bank. We spent almost an hour in there. I guess it's holiday coming up, so people going to pull money to go.
Scam me.
No, scam. They enjoy themselves and to pay a sweetheart.
Side chicks there.
All the side chicks they have to hear have to do for holidays and stuff.
Bend up. No, when I say bend up.
Because the rims are too wide. Why is it that people always have nice luxury vehicles and then put on some skettle rims on the car and mess it up? No man, if you're muggling a big league, you're muggling a big league. You can't love my
love my fatty. Bye.
Alright, so I'm finally at work and I'm going to see if I can probably construct two corporate units using the sewing machine. I cut my finger yesterday while cooking, so I'm going to lay off the manual work for now and just use my trusty brother sewing machine. So I'm going to see if I can set this camera up so you can see me work a little during today. So I finally found what I'm looking for. I'm going to be doing a corporate wig using 12-inch bundle. Let me show you what the quality is like. Nice and healthy and thick. So we're going to be doing a 12 and 14 in this one, and we'll also be making a body wave unit. Yeah, suppose we can do two for today and just relax a little. So this is the body wave. See that? So it's two corporate units that I'll be making today. Alright. Probably gonna need to set the mood and get some music playing or something, because otherwise it's going to be a long day. We have to do it with music.
Yeah, baby, yeah. I'm gonna check my bobbin to ensure I have thread on it. The worst thing is when you're on a roll and then your bobbin thread gives out and you have to just stop.
We'll be using this cap today, which has the straps at the back, and this is in a small. Generally the small fits mediums as well. So we have a 10-inch straight closure. So since I find this one first, I'm going to start with the straight hair first. So
And I like to just hold it down so that it doesn't move while I'm sewing. You know what I realized? I went to get some of these pins and they're not making them as they used to. As soon as don't. Just like that. Just a waste of money. Crazy. These pins used to last so long, and there's so many of them that I've used only once, and it's no longer pointy.
Not sure, you won't be able to see much, but basically I'm attaching the closure onto the cap, and I'm using very small stitches so that it lays flat. And well, I could use larger stitches, but because I'm always making them small and neat, it's kind of bothersome to try to change my routine at this point. But I'll still be reinforcing it with the machine. Wonder if I can do it to save some time. Change is good, and dream change is good. Boy, this weekend was something exciting, don't you think? Every second somebody's posting something about the Nicki Minaj and the Remy Ma beef. Let me tell you, these people had loads of fun creating memes and just being a mess online, but I was there for all the tea. And truth be told, I think Remy Ma's music, or rather her clapback, was quite effective. I don't know how Nicki Minaj is going to come back from that, but I agree with some people who said that her husband was the one who wrote the track because it sounded much like him. So I guess Nicki Minaj just needs some help to see what she can create. Because there's a lot of things that were said that she needs to respond to, and people, I know it's the business that they're in, it's hip-hop, so it's a part of it, so nobody should really be getting too super sensitive about this whole deal. Let it play itself out. But boy, those memes had me dying yesterday. Had me dying. But what do you guys think about an ex spilling tea allegedly about private information? What do you think about Meat Mill allegedly spilling tea about Nicki Minaj and very personal information? For me, I think if it is true, that is low down dirty shame. When a relationship is done, it should just be done. No one should be telling secret information to anybody in the public. It is just very nasty, and it lacks integrity if someone should do that. And I'm not talking only about intimate relationships, but friendships as well. There's no need for you to be telling secret information after the relationship has ended, because at some point in time you guys cared for each other, and it's just, nobody needs to hear that, really. I hate the fact that he did it. If it's true, it's really despicable. And to me, that's a lack of maturity, because if you're grown adults and it didn't work out, it just didn't work out. If you're getting bitter and all of that and trying to hurt the girl's career and her reputation in such a way, it just means that you are a little boy. You are just a little boy, and it's just disgusting to me. But I guess it's the way of the world. There's a lot of people who don't have any form of integrity. But I'm hoping it's just false information. I would like to think that, you know, people can do better, and people are better than that. But I may be living in a dream world, but sometimes it's good to have a little faith in the world. Otherwise you become bitter and your relationship sucks because you're wondering if this person is really there for you or they're in it for something. So until I'm proven wrong, I'd hope for him to say something on the topic, and to just, you know, put some of this negativity in the bin by coming out and saying something. But I don't know, perhaps I'm hoping for too much. Perhaps it's just me and I'm a little old school, but even if you're doing a diss song, is it necessary for you to really bring up very personal information about someone else as a woman to make allegations that she's sleeping with or she has slept with so many of the same group member? And I don't think that was necessary. I think if you are that lyrical, you could have done without saying a lot of those personal stuff and just, you know, talk about other things. That I think for someone to even tell her something like,
She should have just run the boy. She should have said, Meek, if that is the truth, come out of my face and about this. We are girl or what? We are come to me with this information for. We can't do without it.
that would just be an excellent way to address something like that. But some people, when they're in some situation, they don't think straight, and it's just about drawing blood. It's always about who can draw the most blood, and I guess it could have been handled differently. And I'm not saying that Remy is wrong and Nicki is right. Both of them could just keep it about the music, and whoever did the best just did the best. I don't have a bone in the fight. I don't. I've completed sewing on the closure onto the wig cap, so I'm going to remove it now so we can begin sewing on the machine. I've just completed the wig. So I'm going to bleach the knots and layer and, well, wash, layer and style. So I'm going to show you what this one looks like tomorrow. We're going to see if we can move on to the body wave. Oh, let me show you what it looks like before anything is done to it. And of course, I always encourage you, when you're trying on wigs that do not belong to you, you need to try it with a protective layer, because you do not want a transfer of anything on your scalp or on anyone else's scalp onto a unit. You have to be hygienic. Because of course this unit hasn't been styled or layered or even brushed, but let me show you nonetheless. To look a little like this, then I'm going to put some layers in and in here, yeah, and some baby hair acne. And I've done it in such a way that you can catch it up and you won't see any tracks. Alright, so we'll be moving on to the second unit, which is going to be a body wave unit. Body wave, isn't this gorgeous, guys? So nice and full of body. Alright, so this is a 12-inch and a 14-inch. You can see the sunlight is out, and I've completed the second unit. So I'm going to bleach both of them, condition them, allow them to dry, and then I am going to style. Probably I'll do this one in the side part and then the straight one in a center part. The straight, by the way,